Give us an idea how this thing would work.
Yeah, that's right, Joe. I mean, essentially, we were there in New York City when this was announced. It was to a small group of journalists that were allowed to go in and see this event, although they did stream it online. But the bottom line is they want to be able to make it so that you can now use your phone to be able to be your wallet of the future. So you no longer would have to dig for credit cards or look for things in your purse. You would simply use your phone to tap at the merchant's register and be able to pay for everyday goods from food to clothing and other items.
So are we talking about an application you would download, or would you have to get a new kind of phone?
Good, both. Great question. This is a free app, and it's an Android-only app at this point, and it's only available on the Nexus S phone, which is a Google phone, an Android phone. This will roll out initially to San Francisco, New York City, and those markets initially, but then it will roll out to future phones and other markets over the summer and over the year.
Are we talking about this year, or how soon?
Well, we're definitely talking this year. I mean, one of the things that they stressed at the announcement was they want to make this an open platform. They want as many partners and as many manufacturers of phones, banks, credit card companies, and others to be involved in this, because they need that in order for this ecosystem to truly take off and for consumers to really adopt it. So they're going to be pushing rather quickly for this, but they're using MasterCard technology, which already exists at a lot of merchants already. Over 100,000 or so merchants have these little terminals where you can basically take your phone, this Google Nexus S phone, and tap it to make that transaction, pay for that transaction.
So what about security of information? That's the other thing. You know, what happens if you lose the phone? What happens if you walk past the scanner and it sets it off?
Right.
You know, are you going to get charged?
You're right, Joe. You're right. All of these things are legitimate concerns, and if security is not handled, that's going to be a big issue. We had a chance to speak with MasterCard's president, Chris McWilton, and here's what he had to say when I asked him about security.
There's a number of different layers of security. The first is many people, based on their existing phone today, they have the ability to lock the phone. So you can't access the phone without knowing a password. There's another level of security on top of the wallet, which says to access the wallet, to make a payment, you have to enter another passcode.
So there are a couple layers there. Number one, with the technology itself. To really break this down without being too technical here, Joe, there is a special chip that's embedded in the phone. The chip is called an NFC chip. Near Field Communication is the technology. That chip is encrypted. You have to use PIN codes, and then you can do other things like you would if you lost your credit card or lost your wallet. You would simply call your banks or call the companies to let them know it's now missing. But here's the thing, Joe. You would probably know that you lost your phone way faster than you would if you're missing a credit card. That's my guess.
Yeah, that's for sure. Absolutely me. And mine's a BlackBerry, so, you know, I'm kind of addicted to it, which is not good.
Right. You got to break that addiction, Joe. You got to break it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thanks so much for that, Mario.